Good morning, how we doing? Monday morning, hope you're ready to go again. All right, so today we're going to kind of talk about something what's called the highlight reel. How to create your highlight reel and why we need it in your life. So let's get on with it. Welcome to the Rise to Thrive show. I am your host, James Baldwin, and if you are coming through, please do hit the love heart button. Please do comment. Let me know how your weekend was in the comments. Let me know if you had a good weekend. Let me know if it was productive. Let me know if it's action-packed. Let me know if you just sat around, drinking gin, watching Netflix. And then share this with someone that you maybe know. All right, what's happening? Another week, another month. We're going into March. It's flying by. Are we making the most of it? I hope so. So look, one of the things that I'm really recognizing in a lot of guys is self-pressure. Like self-pressure, like really like putting it on themselves, you know? It's like carrying around a backpack, like 100-kilogram backpack. It's just following you everywhere where you're going, right? And we're just constantly putting pressure on ourselves, self-analyzing ourselves, constantly looking at and judging ourselves at every micro level that's possible. And it becomes exhausting, right? The journey, the process, showing up, doing what we said we were going to do, it all becomes absolutely exhausting. And we kind of get to the point where we go, why do we bother? Why do I bother? It's such a fight all of the time. I never really achieve my expectation, never get to where I want to be. Listen, I'm going to tell you this for absolutely nothing. You cannot be in that happy, positive, elite operator mentality all of the time. Like, you can't 24/7 be going around going, I'm positive, I'm doing really well, I'm on it. Like, lads, it doesn't happen like that. Imagine totally going around with a hard on. It just doesn't happen and it's uncomfortable. Like, every now and then we're just going to be living our lives like a normal citizen of the planet. We've got to go to work, we've got to go and work, right? Doesn't mean we're going to be, oh, I'm really happy to be at work today, really positive to walk into the office. Like, fuck off. Like, it just doesn't happen all of the time. The thing that we're trying to teach here, the thing that I'm trying to get into people's mentality is that there is a better way. And there is a better way. For a large majority of our lives, there is a much better way, a much better direction to follow, right? But to keep on top of our mental health, to keep on top of our emotional health, our physical health, to feel like we're achieving, to feel like we're showing up and being part of something much bigger, we've got to have those backup mentalities. Okay? We've got to be able to deal with stressful situations better, learn, educate ourselves to be able to deal with those stressful situations better, with those confusing and conflicting, overthinking thoughts that we have. It's about showing up at a much higher level. Now, although not every single day can be like gold dust, right? Not every single day can be, this is the day. Today I am the fucking man. This is the way it's rolling. We can create what's called a highlight reel. Highlight reel. Now, a highlight reel is creating standout events, memories, situations that we can look back and remember. And what I would challenge you or ask you to do is to think about maybe the last 6 months and think about 4, 5, maybe 6 highlights that stood out for you, that really showed you what life is about. So it might have been achieving a half marathon. It might have been seeing your parents again after so many months not being able to see them. It might have been getting a new job. It might have been a night out with the lads. It might have been that stag do that you went on. It might have been meeting the girl of your dreams. Like, life is made up of highlight reels, right? There's these particular points where you go, right, man, that's something I'm not going to forget. That's something that made me feel really good. And what it makes us want to do is keep showing up to invoke more highlight reels, to create more of those memories. And that's the importance of showing up. That's why we've got to make sure that we're showing up, we're reaching a level, we're reaching a standard, we're reaching a status. so that we can have more of those highlight reels. And the way that I consider this is that, and I always talk about the 1% wins, is if I have a 1% win today, tomorrow, the next day, it might take 4 weeks, 5 weeks of 1% wins, and then I'm going to have a huge win. And that huge win is going to be my highlight reel. So lots of little bits of showing up, lots of groundwork. It's like when you go on a date, right? You don't go up to a girl and say, hey, do you want sex right away? You're going to get slapped around the face. What we do is we get to know somebody. We go out on a date. We go and have a drink. We go and have a meal. We go to the cinema. You get to know each other, right? You do all of the groundwork. You get to know that person. You don't get to the top of a company by just walking in and go, I'm the fucking managing director. Give me the job. What we do is we go in and we learn. We start at the bottom of the ladder. We learn the job. We network. We get to know other people. We get better at a job. We develop ourselves. We start building ourselves up to managing director. And it's like that in terms of an analogy. You get to do all of these small wins and you work yourself up and you build these highlight reels. So my challenge to you is in the comments this year, since January, what are your highlight reels? If you can think of 3, then brilliant. Use the little green tick emoji and put, hey, these are my 3 things that stood out in my highlight reel to being the good things that have happened. You don't want a highlight reel of your fucking things that are not going well. We don't want to pay attention to that. We want to pay attention to the things that have gone well for you so far this year. Okay, in that highlight reel. What are those? If it was going to be a standout and there's pictures and there's music and you're like, wow, yeah, it's been a really good year. In these first 2 months, what would they be? If you think of more, then put more. It's an important exercise. But remember, guys, life isn't a fucking bowl of cherries every single day. You're not going to win every day. You're not going to wake up and go, fuck me, I feel positive right away. It's about building a mindset. It's about building a lifestyle that has a sense of reality, where we can actually, though, create something that allows us to look at the highlights of our life and go, actually, I don't live a bad life. And I want you to remember these things, because these type of things are really, really important. You'll go, my God, something will happen and go, fuck me, that's a highlight reel. I'm going to remember that. You know, I've been in business now for nearly 10 years. Nearly 10 years. It's been fucking graft. It's been graft. Every fucking day I've shown up. And nearly 3,650 days I've been showing up. And I decided that tomorrow I'm going to go to Spain with the boys and play golf, because I fucking have worked for that. You know what I mean? I had to fight off guilt about going, I had to fight off all of those things, but I worked hard to get up to position. It's all of those 1% wins that allow me to go, do you know what, I'm going to go away for fucking just a few days to recharge the batteries. Why the fuck not? Life is too short. But I can't do that all the time. I'm sat in my fucking man cave here trying to improve men 95% of my life, and I enjoy that. Successes and the emails and the feedback that I get, they're in my highlight reels. I've got my own little folder in my email of every email I ever receive, and whenever I doubt what I'm doing, I always look into those emails and read what I've done or how I've helped those lads. They're highlight reels for me. They're moments of, yes, all of the work that I'm doing is paying off. So get yours in the comments. I want to see those highlight reels. I want to read them. I want to start fucking taking the pressure off yourself, lads. Start taking the pressure off yourself. Not every fucking day is going to be the win. You can't be the elite operator mentality every single day. But you can keep working on yourself for those big moments. That you remember. Alright, guys? There is no more shows this week. I'm sorry. I know. I'm an arsehole. I'm just going to take some time out. I'm going to do some written posts and stuff, just on thoughts and reflections. We've got a masterclass going on the 8th of March. Get yourself signed up on that. The link's up in this bio. Lots of good content, lots going on when I get back. This 5-day challenge as well at the end of March. So I look forward to being able to train and educate and help many of you coming along. All right, guys? Have a good one.